Okay, hi guys. Sorry, it's really not the best night. I didn't think I was gonna do this today, but so I've shown you guys before. I bought this, literally it lasts forever. This is until 2023. I bought it last year. I didn't end up making them last year because I made the rumbles and the truffles and all this. I bought this, which is a short crust pastry sheet. Now, I don't have a rolling pin. So to get it out there a bit, I was using the glass. I also have all this stuff out because I'm going to be making sandwiches for my lunch. I'm just basically trying to like distract myself because I had a whole banking issue today and I'm just not interested. So I have this, which is my housemate's. I'm going to spray it. I have this light fry spray. I'm going to spray it and then basically you cut this out. I'm going to cut it with the glass and make some mince pies. It's super simple. I know you can buy them. I bought these at, Waitrose the other day. Spiced mince pies with a lemon twist. We also had the ones from Tesco that were chocolate orange, which were really nice. So if there's new ones out, I'm trying them, but they're not like, obviously I'm not making the pastry. I'm not saying that I'm making them from scratch. It's just like a cheats way. If you want to make your mince pies, like if you have time to make pastry, like literally go for it. The other thing is about doing it with a glass is that one, it don't roll straight. Two, it's a glass. And three, I didn't put any flour down. But I don't want to make it too thin, you know. But also, I don't like mince pies when they're, what the heck? Oh God. I don't like mince pies when they're too thick and it's like so much pastry. But also you can't put in too much filling, this bit, because otherwise it'll just overflow, won't it? You know what I love about pastry? Well, you can kind of, if it's falling apart, you can just stick it back together, kind of, in a sort of way. Yeah, like that. Anyway, what I should do, I should fold this over and then roll it out again. Should I put this on a time lapse? So yeah, I had some annoyingness from my bank today. Oh my God, I got a message saying that I was in overdraft by like £208 because my council tax came out on the 19th. Odd thing was that I paid it on the 1st. And even the transaction that just came out says it was the 1st. So I'm a little confused as to how, when your amount is pending, like how do you end up with, now it's greasy. How do you end up with like a how do I say it? How do you end up using your money that's pending? Like, as far as I was aware, this was not possible. It's not technically available for you to use. So it don't make sense that you'd be able to use it. So I was saying to the person from my bank, Santander, that I am very, very vigilant about this. I'm the kind of person that will make sure that her account, like I literally make sure everything is out of my account before I move anything. Like when I get paid, my money stays in my account until everything is paid. Council tax, bills, rent, like all of that. Like I won't even contemplate putting money onto my card until I know that I specifically have it. Anyhow, so I was saying that to her and I was like, this month specifically, because we're trying to save up to get a place together and all that, I've been very, very vigilant with my account. I've been like watching it. Literally, like been watching it like a hawk going, oh. So I'm like, and I knew I had £70 left in my other account. So I was just putting like £5 here and there kind of thing. I wasn't putting a lot, if that makes sense, because I didn't want big amounts to come out of my account. Apparently that didn't make any difference. So yeah, I was a little bit stressed about that. And then I went and spent £30 in Sainsbury's on some groceries, and I thought, you know what, my life, hey, 3, 6, 12, 14. So, and then this bit we can roll back out. So yeah, I did just totally wiped my hands on my clothes. So this spray is the worst. Okay, so spray it all. Make sure it's all at the sides. It's not going to stick anywhere. Is this weird with my fingers? I don't know. You tend to do a lot of things with your fingers when you're baking, right? Not that I'm baking, but you get the drift. I would put a little bit, because it's probably, it will probably overflow. I mean, I doubt I'm going to make 12, but I sprayed them, sprayed them all anyway, just in case. But it doesn't hurt to have a little bit on top, you know what I mean? In case of some overflow. Don't want it to stick to anything. Okay, let me time lapse this, because I'm gonna have to put these and then roll this out and see how many I can get. That took a hot minute. So I managed to get 11. After that, I have like a sore bit here, and it's just not really doing it. So my hands are nice and greasy now, which is not going to help. Oh my god, you wait, I won't be able to open this now. So now that I've got everything in there, do you know how sad this would be if I couldn't open it? Oh, okay. Okay. It's all good. I'm literally going to put a spoonful in each, because I think I did more once and it literally overflowed and became a hot mess. Just a teaspoonful, because it's quite thick when it comes out, but then obviously as it heats up it gets more runny, and I'll show you in a minute. If I don't use all of it, it's not the end of the world, but even with like a heat teaspoon, I mean, it's gonna be basically most of the jar, which is all right. So if you're making 12, let's just put the first ones, because I was a little bit This is gonna be my undoing, you know. Oh, I'll just put a little bit more in here. And a little bit more in here. It will be my undoing. Okay, anyway. This will do. Okay, so now I have them looking like this. So they're quite rustic all up the sides. But what I'm gonna do, I've done them two different ways, where I folded this in and put the pastries on the outside, like the lids on the outside. But I'm just gonna thin the edges out so it's a little bit, yeah. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit it on top, and I'm gonna have to use a fork, I think, to like seal it together, if that makes sense. So 1 second. All right, so this is what they look like now before I've kind of stuck them, if that makes sense. So I've got a fork, but what I'm gonna do, most of them, the lids are a little bit smaller than the actual mince pies, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna try and like tuck them in a bit and then squeeze it together. If I can overlap it, then I'll overlap it, but at least if I can squeeze it together with the edge of the fork without putting a hole in it. I didn't want to do it with my fingers because I was scared that my nail was going to put a hole in it. I mean, this could do it too. To be honest, this could do it too. So yeah, let's time lapse again. Okay, so I've pushed all the sides in and then I pushed them all down around as well, so they're quite compact in there now. They all look different, but God, it's okay, no problem. So I'm gonna put them in for probably, I've got it on about 200, so I'm gonna put them in for like 15 minutes and then I'm gonna check them. This is what they look like. They were very much bubbling around the outside, so I need to get them out because otherwise it's gonna get real sticky. But yeah, I probably should have done less and just used more pastry. I got greedy. What can I say? Okay, let me get them out. So I got probably about 5 good ones that came out like intact. And then these ones are a little bit hit and miss, especially this one at the end, but it's okay. And this one just completely fell apart, but I had a feeling it might. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit thin. It was one of the last ones that went in. These ones are all the first ones that went in. So the trick is to get 2 sheets of pastry and then just keep it nice and thick, because sometimes too thin, like when I was pulling these out, the lids were like moving, and anyway, it's okay. It tastes nice. I tried a bit, so I'm not gonna complain at all. So yeah, that's the mince pies. Cheap and easy. Just that's the way we like it, yeah. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hit the notification bell because it's Vlogmas, and give it a big thumbs up. Bye guys.